the Bearcats. We've been all over the state. We've been to the Kentucky-West Virginia border for Martin County and Shawn Clark. Been all the way out to Christian County, Lexington, Louisville. It's our first venture to the Northern Kentucky. And if you know anything about Kentucky wrestling, you know Northern Kentucky has some great wrestling. One of those reasons is our guest here today. If you would, introduce yourself.
My name is Ryan Moore.
And where'd you wrestle at?
I wrestled at Walton-Verona from 2015 to 2018.
Walton-Verona. That's why. Who Up Bearcats, right?
Yep.
All right. So I got to ask, how does a young Ryan Moore find wrestling?
Actually, my dad wrestled in high school, so from a young age, elementary school, he was getting me into it. So.
Okay. And people that don't know, tell us who your dad is.
My dad's Jason Moore.
And he is a fixture at Walton-Verona.
Yeah, he's been coaching ever since we came to Walton in, that was 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, anytime you're at a Walton-Verona or wherever they're at, you're going to see Coach Moore. So let's go over your bracket real quick. Now, I didn't look it up, but I'm sure you win the region.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Then it was Region 6, Northern Kentucky region. Now they've realigned it's Region 5, but it's old Region 6. First round, you wrestle Bailey Medley from Meade County, and you win that by fall in 1 minute 6 seconds. The second round, you wrestle Brent Hudgens from Harrison County, and you win that by fall in 2 minutes and 55 seconds. You get to the quarterfinals, you wrestle future state champion Payne Carr from Union County, and you win that by a fall in 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Semifinals, you wrestle Drew Johnson from North Oldham. Drew goes on to win 6th place that year, and you win by fall 3 minutes and 48 seconds. So you got 4 bouts so far, 4 pins. You get to the finals, you're wrestling Austin Cook from St. Xavier High School. But before we go to your final match, you are a collegiate wrestler.
Yep.
Kind of give us your collegiate, where you've been, where you wrestled, what weights, all that kind of stuff.
So I initially, out of high school, went to Cornell University and took a gray shirt, or as we called it, a frog year. I wrestled 141 that year and then spent another year and a half at Cornell wrestling 141. And then during my sophomore year, I decided to transfer back home to Thomas More, where I finished my sophomore season as national runner-up at 141, and then this year was national runner-up at 149.
So you continued your winning ways so far. When you win the national championship, we'll do a video for that because you're knocking on the door. So you're wrestling Austin Cook in the finals, 2017, 126 pounds. Did you wrestle Austin before?
Yes, we wrestled, I want to say, like 3 or 4 times between the past 3 years. So
Think about, like, there are certain schools that have like name value. You see them, St. Xavier, Johnson Central, Walton-Verona, Christian County. You see, and you know it's going to be a good tournament. You know you're going to have some great wrestling. There's others that just Woodford County come to the top of my head. So St. Xavier, Walton-Verona, you're probably going to be either meeting in the finals or in the semifinals just because you guys are, 2 of the better programs. I'm sure you've seen your match.
Yep, it's been a while. But
It's been a while, and of course we have the video. We're going to watch it. We're going to let our man here talk us through. And one of the things I love about doing this, like with Isaac Knable, Joe Carr, I think Josh Muncie said it at the beginning. He was like, man, I may have won a state championship, but I don't know how. Looking back, I just don't think I was that good. And it's, of course, now being in college and stuff, I can see how you've progressed. But I've watched this. This is a great match. This is a really good match between you two. So we're going to pop it on. But before that, we got a few things we want to show you. Now, one of the cool things about winning state championship, you get all kind of cool hardware. First thing we're going to show you is the bracket. Now, I don't want to cover him up, but this is the actual bracket you were handed on the podium, correct?
yes.
It's pretty cool that you're able to have this forever for everybody. If you want to frame it when you get your own place, or however you want to pass it down to your kids, or however you want to do it, put it up like if you have your own academy. But then you get something else that's pretty cool. What have you got there?
This is the medal we were given on the podium. So
I love it. It's of course first place, 126 pounds, 2017, big medal. I love it. I love the guys keep this kind of stuff. Some guys don't keep up with it, but I love that you have it. So thank you for bringing this out. Now we can watch your match. You guys are seeing what we're seeing. 2017, we're at the Horse Park, Lexington, Kentucky, All-Tech Arena. This is your first time in a state championship.
Yep.
And pretty cool. One mat. The entire attention of the entire state's on you. Did anybody kind of give you like any pointers that had been there, or just like, hey man, lay back or attack or anything of that nature? Because we get so many different stories on this.
Not really. The only kind of preparation I had for a match like this was I kind of resorted back to middle school where I was in the state finals twice. So
Okay.
it was kind of, I had a little bit of familiarity with it. And then I had been in finals of smaller tournaments throughout the season, but never anything to this level. So I was definitely nervous. And I think that's part of the reason the match kind of played out like it did.
Mm-hmm. No, I can understand. It's just certain people, they'll say, I had 3 state champions from this year come up and say, don't do anything. Stall your whole match and then attack when you can. Some people go out and try to get it over quick as you can. I love the different game plans or different battle plans people have. So enough of us talking. Let's watch this thing. Got a little Enter Sandman going. So what's your go-to takedown then, anyway?
At this point in high school, I think I was pretty set on a high crotch. That's the shot I was looking for 9 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Staying low, staying back, staying in a good stance.
Yeah, because I had wrestled him previously, I knew he wanted to hit a lot of low singles and stuff on me, so I was trying to keep my stance low and close the gap on my terms instead of let him control the pace.
Do you remember hearing any of the crowd noise? Of course, your dad's in the corner.
Yeah. All I remember hearing that I think I kind of relate to what you said earlier. A lot of the time when I wrestle, I kind of blur. It just kind of happens, and all I hear are my coaches. So.
Good snap down. All right. So when we're on the line here, are you looking, try to hit a takedown and go out? Or are you just trying to get a fresh start? What are we looking?
My goal is to always stay on the mat. I want to stay on the mat. I want to keep the pressure on the guy, give him as little break as possible.
That's understandable. Like you got Cody Walls as the assistant referee. Shout out Cody Walls. Now, there we go. Austin doing the splits. There you go, 2. All right, end of the period. Your choice. Look over at your corner. Is that a...
Yeah, and even now when I wrestle, I'm pretty much a default bottom. I'm confident in my ability to get off bottom against whoever I wrestle. So
that's a good mindset to have. Now, I think Austin locks the cradle up here.
Yeah, it definitely made me nervous.
And they stop it. The clock wasn't running there. I know that's still kind of a sore spot. Austin, we love you, but I know that's a little bit of a sore spot. Now, we know, I was going to say this earlier, but the time ran out. We know 2 minutes is 2 minutes is 2 minutes. We get it. But did 2 minutes feel longer per period here? Was it shorter than like a regular match, or?
I think it felt pretty normal to me. I think in general, wrestling, those 2 minutes seem to feel longer than if you're just watching. But yeah, I didn't feel like state finals in particular felt any longer.
There he is. Get your one. Neutral. So you got an all-star crew of referees behind you. You got Friddle, Joe, Brent, Andrew, Mike Ford. Who else is back there? Jason, Garrett. There you go. Good job staying in. We're out. Come back neutral. So you're up 3-0. What are we thinking here?
Keep scoring points. I want to. My goal every match is to make that gap as big as possible.
Here we go. 2. Now we're 5-0. Like a little tight waist. You call out right there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you call potentially. The camera didn't show it. On top, what are we looking to do? Just hold? We looking to turn?
I think this is something my dad had to really pound into my head, that if when I'm just trying to ride, I tend to give up escapes. So I had to change my mindset a lot in high school to always look for a turn. Because when I'm looking for a turn, even if I don't get it, I ride the guy out. So
there you go, end of the period. So he's going to take neutral. You surprised him taking neutral?
No, I wasn't. I kind of saw that coming because I had rode him for a decent amount of time in the match already.
I think, as of this filming, I think Austin is the head coach at Owensboro High School, if I'm not mistaken. We know you're going to be watching, you and Rocky and Blake and the whole crew's going to be watching. So there you go. Nice move. That was nice. Slick. There we go. 2 again. So it's 7-0. At any point, did you feel like you were in a dangerous spot? Hey, I don't want to be here.
That cradle in the second period.
Other than the cradle.
Yeah, that one caught me off guard. I was nervous, and I still remember after the match talking to my parents about it and being nervous.
We've got, doesn't have the clock, but I have to imagine we're under a minute to go. Are you peeking over at the clock, see how much time you got? Or
I try to avoid it. I just wrestle, and then whenever the ref blows the whistle.
That's a good mindset to have. That's a good way to look at it. All right. There you go. Get out to the side. You're doing an excellent job getting off the hips. Putting in hard work right there.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of high schoolers don't do enough of on top. I think a lot of them are focused on riding instead of looking for a turn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's and you can tell the better programs, the better schools, like I said, see different competition each week, or top competition each week instead of just laying on somebody.
Yeah.
Trust me, as a referee, I see the gamut, and you can tell top tier programs. Walton-Verona is a top tier, and that's the match. There you go, man. 2017, 26-pound state champion. Well deserved. well wrestled match. Hand raised in the history books. I'm getting to do the state championship video review series with me. Go over and hug your dad. Who's the other coach with you?
John Roth.
Yep. And this one doesn't have the medal ceremony. I'm sorry, but now that you watched it, you watched it before. What would you tell yourself now? Like tell the version of you then, if you.
Be more aggressive. I think that year and even my senior year, I held back a little bit instead of just going out to score points because I think oftentimes it didn't matter if my opponent scored on me. I was going to score points too.
Right.
So I just needed to be offensive. I think I could have.
Well, fair enough. Well, the good part is we get to do this again because you're a two-time state champion, 2018. Now, as you guys know, it'll be below this one in the playlist, so you need to follow it down and watch the 2018 because it's a good match as well. We'll see you guys in 2018.